Welcome back everyone, this is MikeSytes, and in today's video, I'll be featuring the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I'm going to show you a few things that you probably don't know and reveal some tips and tricks on the RC2 remote control. And after watching this video, you'll go from beginner to pro, and all of the detailed information that you need to know, you'll be getting it right here on this channel. Let's go. The DJI Mini 4 Pro. This tiny subcompact drone was released on September 25th of 2023, and it is still one of the top competitive drones after almost 2 years. And I'm going to show you some things that most people who own this drone don't even know about. And also, the RC2 remote is going to surprise you with some hidden features. Let's start with the first thing that you don't know first. Did you know that your DJI Mini 4 Pro can be set to cruise control? That's right, and you can assign that feature to a custom button. So whenever your drone is actively in flight, you can sit back and relax with both hands off of the remote controller, or you can cruise at a set speed and still make precision maneuvers. You can also make minor adjustments to the position of your camera gimbal. But the cool thing here is that obstacle avoidance remains active by default. So you're getting a 2 for 2 because you don't have to worry about your drone crashing into anything. And keep this in mind, capturing single shot photos, start-stop video recording, zoom in and out are all available during cruise control. And one more thing that's so important is that you can adjust the altitude that you're flying when cruise control is enabled. It allows you to have a smooth cinematic flight, but you still have full control because you are flying beyond limits. So let's get the RC2 controller so I can show you how to set up this hidden feature. Now, another thing you may not know is the startup sequence to make sure your remote control is powered on first. And then after the remote controller is fully booted up, then you want to go ahead and power up your drone. Something that most remote pilots don't know about. You see, the controller needs to be up and ready to receive the signal from the drone as soon as the drone boots up. So now let's assign cruise control to one of the custom buttons. Look to the top right where you see 3 dots. This is how you access your remote menu. Touch on it. And at the very top, you're going to find your selections: safety, control, camera, transmission, and about. If you touch on the control tab, then you'll have access to various flight control settings. And all of these control menu options allow you to fine-tune how you control your drone. And what you're looking for as you scroll up is called button customization. And if you touch on that, you will see how you can customize all of the buttons on your remote control. And if you look closely, you see that my C2 button has nothing assigned to it. But in a few seconds, I'm going to assign cruise control so my drone will cruise at the touch of a button. Now go back to the C2 button and drop the selection down. And then you will find another submenu where you'll be able to select certain options. Touch on the control tab to find cruise control within the list, and then simply tap on cruise control to assign it to the C2 button. And now your DJI Mini 4 Pro is ready to cruise on command. And keep in mind that you can make this customization while your drone is in flight. Number 3, audio recording. Now, did you know that you can record live audio directly to your RC2 remote control? No way. Well, I'm about to give you a live sample of that audio recording that was filmed with this video. And after that, I'll show you how I got this whole thing to work. But for now, listen to this. We are flying over Lake Las Vegas. How beautiful is the water? Look at that. straight shot directly out of my DJI Mini 4 Pro, and look at this art piece that I'm getting ready to fly over right now. How beautiful is that? Huh, just scrape the top. Let me go to the left, turn a little bit over there, and fly over this area here. How beautiful is this water? I can see the reflection so clearly. First time doing this. I hope the audio sounds good. I don't know exactly what it's going to sound like until I get it into post-production, but flying this DJI Mini 4 Pro over Lake Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Bring the drone up just a little bit, raise the altitude, turn over to the left, and have a beautiful epic shot, very cinematic looking. I really do like how this whole thing is turning out. This is actually flying beyond limits. Yes, it is. And now I can show you how to record and transfer those audio files on your RC2 remote controller. Now for this hookup, you can either use a transmitter with a USB receiver. Notice on my remote controller that there is a USB-C port, and for convenience, I can plug in a microphone that has a USB-C connector. And since you're going to be flying your drone outside, you might want to use that little windscreen also. And the reason why I chose this particular USB microphone is because if I have to, for some reason, put my remote controller down, then there won't be any uneven issues. Now with the microphone plugged in, swipe down twice from the top of the screen to locate your screen record button, touch it, and then you will see an icon will appear on screen, and you'll be able to move and position this icon anywhere you'd like according to your preference. Notice that it's indicating the record time, and also you have the ability to stop the recording at any time. Now, in regard to transferring those screen recordings with audio, you'll have to swipe down twice and go to your Explorer. From here, you'll see the folders on the SD card that you have inserted. Look for the little 3 bars at the top left, touch it, and that will take you to the files that are stored inside of the remote. Go to your recent files and look, all of the screen recordings are here, including the ones that you just recorded with audio attached to them. You'll have to touch and hold on the first file, and then from there you can simply tap the other files to select them. Notice that I'm still able to scroll up to select other files, but in this situation I'd like to remove one, so simply tap on it and it will be deselected. And then now go to the top right and touch on those 3 little dots, and you'll see a menu will appear where you will see copy to at the very bottom. Touch on it. At the very bottom left, those 2 buttons, cancel and copy, will remain until you select your SD card, and then you hit copy, and that will complete the process. But first you have to find your SD card, right? Go to the top left and you'll see those 3 bars, touch on it. And below that you'll see Android with the little SD card symbol next to it, right? Tap on that and that will take you into the SD cards folders. What I go to always will be movies. So you see the movie folder, all you have to do is touch on that and press copy at the very bottom, and those 3 files that you selected before will be copied into the folder of the SD card, and now you'll be able to transfer those files into your computer. So how about transferring the video files from my Mini 4 Pro into my computer? And look, I'm ready. I've got my USB-C cable and I'm ready to plug it in so I can download my video files. But wait, I can power the drone off now, is that right? Before I needed to leave it on, but we're powering it off right now, something you don't know. And I'm removing the battery from the back of the drone also. So that means that this drone has absolutely no power. And if I don't power up this drone, I won't be able to use this USB-C cable and transfer all of the video files over to my computer. But let me plug this cable in anyway to see if it will work. And guess what? The cable is powering the drone, not the battery, and the files will appear on my computer. This is because of the firmware update that DJI introduced in December of 2023. And for you Mini 3 owners, well, guess what? You won't be able to take advantage of this feature. And this may be something else that you didn't know. And you can see how I'm accessing all of my folders and files that are located on the SD card that's inside of this drone. So for all of you who have been constantly removing your SD card, guess what? I think I just saved your life. Let's move on to number 5. And since you already know that that this works without a battery, then logically it should work also on your smart TV. And notice again, I do not have a battery installed, but I already know that the power that is coming from the USB on my TV is powering this drone. And as you can see, the DJI Mini 4 Pro is active on my USB 3, and I can browse all of the files on this connected device easily. And imagine if I can see my videos on my computer and my smart TV without any power and without a battery? Well, I think you get the gist of this. Let's move on to number 6. Did you know that you have a downward vision positioning sensor that can be turned on or off, especially when you're flying over water? And in some situations, you'll need to turn that feature off because of unpredictable and sporadic flights when flying too close to the water. You see, the DJI Mini 4 Pro is equipped with a combination of 2 types of downward sensors for positioning and obstacle detection. And the downward vision sensors will detect contrast and movement on the surface below to calculate the correct position and altitude. But flying over various types of water may present a challenging flight situation that you may not be able to recover from. So it's important to know how to turn this feature on or off. Let me show you how to do it. Tap on the 3 dots on the top right of your display to access your remote menu system. And from here, you want to make sure that you're on safety and scroll all the way down to the very bottom. There you will find advanced safety settings. Touch on that and that will bring up another submenu where if you scroll all the way to the bottom of that, you will find vision, position, and obstacle sensing. Now, to enable or disable, you simply tap on the little blue button on the right, and a cautionary message will appear to let you know that the drone is only relying on GNSS, which stands for Global Navigation Satellite System. And in case you didn't know, you're only disabling the sensor on the bottom, not the front-facing sensors. And there's some other features that may be affected that you need to be aware of, such as your terrain-following behavior in intelligent flight mode. And disabling this feature will also affect the smoothness of your landing. Let's move to the next one. Number 7, Eco Mode, the power-saving feature for your DJI Mini 4 Pro. And there's a power-saving feature for your RC2 remote control also. And notice how I'm quickly tapping the power button to turn the display on and off in order to reduce battery consumption, and I'll still be able to have control of my drone. So what is Eco Mode? Whenever your drone is powered on and it's on idle, not flying, not moving, it's using energy and generating heat. And this also occurs when your drone is on and you're plugged USB into a computer. Your drone will enter into a low power state, and that state is called Eco Mode, which is enabled automatically. And in case you didn't know, you cannot prevent Eco Mode from turning on when your drone is overheating. The drone will automatically enter into Eco Mode to save battery and reduce heat. So I decided to run a test to show you how many minutes it will take to enter into Eco Mode after my drone has been in idle status. And pay attention to the lights that are blinking on the Mini 4 Pro. They are both blinking green, indicating I am in normal status, ready for takeoff. Also, on the display screen of my RC2 remote, there is no indication that I am in Eco Mode, but that will change because according to the timer that you see on the top right, I am coming up on 15 minutes of idle time. And this is something you did not know, because look, the lights on my drone have now changed to red, and Eco Mode is now being displayed on my remote control. So confirmed, after 15 minutes, Eco Mode will be initiated automatically. This feature is to extend the battery life and reduce heating issues. And that's good, but the drone will not function unless you disable Eco Mode first. So here's how you do it. Tap the Eco icon on your display and you will enter into your flight checklist. From here, you will see that you now have the option to be able to disable Eco Mode. Look to your right and touch on disable. And now your drone lights have resumed to normal color green, and the display is indicating that you are ready for takeoff. All functions and features have resumed normal status. Now here's something that you may not know about: the extended batteries for the Mini 4 Pro. Did you know that there are 3 different types of batteries that will work on this drone? The first one is obviously the Mini 4 Pro battery that comes with the drone. The second one is the Mini 4 Pro extended battery with the higher milliamp hours. And the third one, which will fit inside of the Mini 4 Pro, is the battery from the Mini 3, and that one is labeled with the 249 gram marking. But there's something here that you may not know. Only one of these 3 batteries will keep your drone at the FAA required weight of under 250 grams. They all look the same, but the weight on all 3 of these batteries are completely different. The standard battery that comes with the Mini 4 Pro weighs 77.9 grams. If you add that to the weight of the drone, it equals 249 grams. The extended battery weighs 121 grams, and combined, the total weight is 292.1 grams, which will put you way over the FAA threshold of staying under 250 grams. And surprisingly, something I did not know is that the Mini 3 battery weighs 80 grams and puts it over at 251.1 grams. So the next time you're out flying recreationally, you might want to check the weight of your battery to make sure that you're in compliance with all FAA rules and regulations. Number 9, did you know that you can connect a portable external display to your RC2 remote controller by using a USB-C or HDMI cable? Well, I'm going to demonstrate this now using my portable 18-inch display monitor so you can see that this is not a David Copperfield magic trick. Notice, I just plugged in my USB-C cable to my RC2 remote controller, and there you go. My external display initialized immediately, and this is using a USB-C to USB-C cable. And currently, I'm powering this monitor, but I have a portable power pack that I can power this out in the field also. And my clients love it because they don't have to be standing over my shoulder trying to look at some little screen on my RC2 remote control. And if you need more information, you can always go to my video description or send me a comment, and I'll tell you everything that you need to know about this setup. And while you're gawking about that, let me demonstrate how it looks on my big screen LG TV via HDMI cable. And you can see that this setup is also not some floozy magic trick because the video's running, and I'm going to my HDMI 1 input connection right now, and look, on screen, there is my RC2 remote controller that you're looking at on my big screen LG TV. And all of this is possible by simply connecting an HDMI to USB-C cable. And last but not least, number 10 is to let you know that you can connect a wireless Bluetooth mouse to your RC2 remote controller. You'll see a mouse pointer on screen, and this is useful when you're setting up waypoints, for example, that you don't have to use your finger. You can actually be much more precise by using the mouse pointer on screen. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. The next video I'll be doing is on the DJI Air 3S, so stay tuned. Until then, we'll see you on the next one.